Hi class, welcome to KNF 150A, Program 1. For this program, you'll need a chair, an exercise mat, and two 1-gallon bottles of water. Station 1. First set, 14 reps or more. We're going to work on your quadriceps, glutes, shoulders, and triceps here with a squat to stand with a press. Make sure your feet are a little wider than hip width apart, pitching your toes out a little bit. Squat down with weight in hands, and as you stand, press the weight up over your head. Make sure to inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. At the apex of your movement, lift your heels up off the ground to activate your calves. Again, inhale on the way down, let your elbows touch your thighs, exhale on the way up. Focus on breath. Remember, do as many as you feel comfortable. Keep your knees from going past your toes while you're doing the exercise. Next, working on your core. This exercise is called a knee up with a crunch. Lie flat, knees bent, heels close to your bottom, face parallel to the ceiling. Lift your knees up and bring your elbow and your torso towards your knees. To make it more challenging, keep your heels from contacting the mat. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Again, 14 reps or more. This particular exercise isolates your lower abdominals and your upper abdominals. Second set, 14 or more reps. Again, squat to stand with a press, grabbing that 1-gallon weight. Make sure your feet are a little wider than hip width apart. Elbows touch knees, press up as you stand up. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Making sure to lift those heels up as you press the weight up and fully stand up. Try to keep your shoulder blades back as best as you can and head in neutral position, meaning you're not tilting your chin up towards the ceiling or down towards your chest. Focus on breath. Focus on form. Keep your knees behind your toes as best as you can to protect those knees. If you feel tired, take a break. Second set, knee up with a crunch. Again, lie down on your back, keeping your knees bent, heels close to your butt. Face parallel to the ceiling, hands beside your ears and not behind your head. Inhale, exhale. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Making sure that your feet either contact the mat to make it more challenging or lifting your feet up off the mat. Your choice. Station 2. Make sure your feet are wider than hip width. Working on hand walks here. Hips down, chin up, and then hand walk back. Reach up, rise, and back down. Making sure to drive your hips back as far as you can on the up phase and hips down to the mat on the bottom phase. This is a great exercise for building up your core strength, isolating your hamstrings, and stabilizing that shoulder joint. Inhale on the way down, exhale, Inhale and exhale on the way back up. Take your time. Take a break when you need to. The goal is to hit 14 repetitions. If you would like to do more, do so. If you need to take a break, do so. Really important to drive your hips down towards the ground, to stretch out those hip flexors. Good job, class. Next up, on the mat. Here we're doing an isometric exercise called the boat or boat pose in yoga. You can do this with both heels down, leaning back as far as you feel comfortable. One heel or two heels off the ground. We're going for time, 30 seconds here. Keep your shoulder blades back. Keep your arms deep in socket. So bring that humerus bone into the socket. Palms up, thumbs angled out to the side. Navel drawn in to protect your lower back. To stack up your spine. Slight bend in your knee. Again, you can choose to have both heels down on the mat, one heel down, or both heels off the mat. Good job. Second set, station 2. Again, we're working on those hand walks. Feet are wide. Angle your feet out. Place your hands down and walk forward until your elbows are in line with your shoulders and your chest and your abdomen are parallel to the mat. Reach up as high as you feel comfortable. Focus on breath. Breathe in and out through your mouth, constantly cooling the body down. As you move your hips, drive your glutes back to activate those hamstrings. Angle your hands outwards if the impact or contact with the floor is bothering your wrist. Great job. Next up, second set on the mat. Isolating your core with this boat pose. Have a seat, bend your knees, heels down, toes are up. Again, you can do this with both heels down, one heel up, or both heels up. Choose a difficulty that works best for you. Shoulder blades back. Draw your arms in the socket. Your head in neutral position. And have a steady breath, breathing in and out through your mouth. Going for that 30-second mark. Almost there. Great job. Next up, we have station number 3. 14 or more reps. Here, we're doing a static lunge. Make sure to take a big step forward with that left foot so that you can keep that left knee behind your toes on the left foot. We're going one side at a time. Really isolating your quadriceps and your glutes here. This is a good starter for lunges. Walking lunges or stepping lunges may be a little bit more difficult when you're starting out. So static lunges would be a great compromise. Right foot forward, left foot back, keeping your knees again behind your toes. Drive that left knee close to the floor and not to touch. Keep your shoulder blades back, navel drawn in to engage your core. And keep your head in that neutral position, just looking straight ahead. Not looking up, not looking down. Hands here are on your waist. And focus on breath. Inhaling on the way down. Exhaling on the way up. Next up, we are working on plank. Make sure that your entire forearm is on the mat. Elbows are in line with your shoulders, and elbows are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width apart. Chest and abdomen are parallel to the mat. Focus on breath. The gaze should be right between your hands on the mat. Inhale, exhale through your mouth, cooling your body down. Activate your glutes, tighten them up to engage your core. This will help stabilize you throughout the exercise. Great job. Second set, 14 or more reps. Static lunge. Big step forward with your left foot. Drive that right knee close to the ground and back up. Again, isolating your quadriceps and your glutes here. Keep your hands on your hips, shoulder blades back, head in neutral position. Keep your left knee from going over the toes of the left foot. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Switch side. Right foot forward, left foot back. Starting with your knee behind your toes. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Remember not to let that back knee contact the mat. Keep yourself in good posture, shoulder blades back, head in neutral spine. Second set. Plank. This variation of the plank is on your forearms. Later on, we'll have an arm posted plank to try out. Make sure your elbows are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width apart, navel drawn in, and glutes tight. Head is in neutral position. Great job, class. Station 4. First step, 14 or more repetitions. We're going to do push-ups. In this station, make sure your hands are wider than shoulder width. You can do these on your knuckles to keep a straight wrist, or you can do these on your palms. If this bothers your wrist at all, make sure to angle your hands out 45 degrees. You can do these on your knees, but if you do so, make sure your hips are down and your heels are up to keep that back nice and straight. If you drive your hips back, this will impose unnecessary strain on the shoulders. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Drop down until your elbows are in line with your shoulders and press back up. Focus on breath. Draw your navel in to activate your core and keep your glutes tight. Head is in neutral. Gaze should be towards the floor between your hands. Next up, upper body crunches. Place the bottoms of your feet together. Knees fall apart. Reach up towards the ceiling and bring your shoulder blades off the mat. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Focus on breath. Breathe in and out through your mouth. This is a small range of motion, but it's very effective in targeting your upper abdominals. Keeping your knees open and falling to the side relaxes your lower abdominals. Grab behind your knee to assist you on your way back up. Second set, push-ups. Again, start with your hands a little wider than shoulder width apart. Angle your hands out if you need to protect your wrists, or you can do this exercise on your knuckles. Up to you. Again, you can do this exercise with your knees down or knees up. Ready? And inhale and exhale. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Focus on breath. Breathe in and out through your mouth. Upper body crunches are next. Place the bottoms of your feet together, draw your heels close to your body, and let your knees fall down to the side. Reach up with your fingertips. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Great job. Station 5, first set, 14 or more repetitions. We're going to isolate your triceps here. You'll need a chair. Have a seat towards the end of the chair, either gripping the sides of the chair or the front of the chair. Walk your feet forward to a desirable distance and slowly bring your hips down and bend your elbows. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. The further you foot your feet, the more challenging this exercise will be. The closer your feet are to the chair, the easier the exercise will be. Choose a distance that works best for you. Next up, we're going to be using our gallon water jugs for bicep curls. Stand with your feet about hip width apart, shoulder blades back, head in neutral position, palms are facing up. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Take your time. This is a great exercise for your biceps as the jugs tend to move. That causes your body to compensate by using more muscles to stabilize for the movement. Second set, dips. Back on the chair. Again, we're isolating the triceps here, the muscles posterior or rear of the arm. Grab the side of the chair or the front of the chair, depending on your shoulder girdle and your shoulder width. Choose a hand position that works best for you. Walk out to a comfortable distance. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Notice I'm not using any of my leg strength to press my body up. Solely tricep power here. When you're done, slowly walk back, have a seat, and move on to your bicep curls. Roll your shoulder blades back and curl. Palms are facing up. When your palms are facing up, it isolates the biceps more, puts little strain on the brachioradialis and forearm muscles. Great job.